Alright, so we've learned how to make web pages previously, but Dreamweaver comes with some really good pre-made templates. So if you go new and choose starter templates, you can play around with some of these, and we'll start with this one and I'll explain how it works. Just choose it, hit create. What it does is it creates a whole bunch of CSS rules, but doesn't leave them in your standard code here. As you can see, this is just all the pages details but no CSS rules. What it does is it creates a style sheet, which is a separate file, which then gets saved into wherever you have saved your page. So it'll be in its own little folder, and then when you click on that CSS sheet, it goes through and it gives you all the styles that it has listed. And as you can see, there are a lot of them, because if you go to design view, each one of these little blocks is its own little CSS rule holding it into the correct position, and allowing it to resize and fit any display. So really good if you're trying to make a page that is compatible across multiple devices, but don't recommend doing this unless you've had a bit of play with CSS previously, because just say you want to tweak this, you need to know how to do that. So I'll quickly go through maybe just how to change the navigation colors and the rollover and that kind of thing. So if you go to CSS templates, and then we're going to scroll until we find this header. It'll most likely be called secondary header or something like that. So there's primary header, which will be this top section. Secondary header, here it is here. So you can see secondary header ULLI, that's the links here. And you can see the font type and the font color. So maybe we don't want it to be white, maybe we want it to be black. So we can double click this, and if we put in the hash again, it'll give us a color picker. We'll choose 000 for black. So I've changed my links to black, but maybe I want them to roll over and change to white instead. So this is the rollover here, because you can see it says hover, and so I'll change that to white, which is lots of F's in its color code. And we got the transition here, which is 0.3 seconds, so we might maybe make that a bit slower, so we'll go 0.5. So maybe we'll change the background color. So if we scroll up here to secondary header, and there's its background color, so we'll just delete that, and we might choose a slightly lighter color, and you can see it changing there. It's pretty much the same anyway. Oh well, that's okay. And now we just need to save our page, and save it to where it was. So we're just going to call it template 1, and if we preview that, you can see that it's changed to what we have chosen, which is the white instead of the black. So that's just a quick thing you can do, changing the CSS rules and that kind of thing. Obviously, if you want to keep editing the actual page itself, you need to change that, not in the CSS rule, but in the original design or source code, and you can just go through and change that yourself manually. So cool, that's pretty much it with templates. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoy building some web pages.